break all of that man's bones? Hello and welcome to Chicanime. My name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be watching some Castlevania. This is episode 7 of season 3. It is called Worse Things Than Betrayal. So we've got some interesting things happening in this season so far. We're in this really weird town with some really weird bishops, and we got a night creature who's hiding out in like a dimensional portal or something in the church. It's a little confusing. I'm not entirely sure exactly what's going on there, but something like that. We got Saint Germain Elderflower, which is not his name, but that's what I'm calling him in my head. He's looking for his like old dimension hopping buddy who got trapped in a different dimension. So he's trying to find her, I think. Alucard's got some new friends. Hector is being manipulated by one of the people in Carmilla's little polycule, and he knows he's being manipulated by her, but it's working anyway. And Isaac is on his way up the coast to do some revenge on Hector. I have a feeling he's going to be looking at his mirror again pretty soon and seeing that Hector is no longer just like naked in a barren cell, and he's going to get mad about that. He also has that huge army of night creatures, so I'm kind of thinking that he is going to be like instrumental in making sure that Carmilla and crew do not actually get their plans to fruition. At least one of them's going to die. Hope it's not Striga. I like her. Maybe it'll be the Lorelei who's hurting Hector mentally. Before I get going, though, I do want to give a quick shout out to a couple of patrons. So thanks to J Corman24. Thanks for watching. And thank you to Alf Maxis. Really appreciate you enjoying the show. I hope you do continue to enjoy. So yeah, I don't really want to waste too much more time. I want to know what is going to happen next. What is worse than betrayal? And I'm not reading the little blurb. I'm not looking at that. I'm gonna keep that. I have no idea what to expect here. Hey, Alucard! I really hope that these two don't betray him ever.
Taka isn't good at mornings.
Me neither.
And this is some extra morning.
It is so much morning that it's actually still yesterday.
I love him. Okay, he set this place up nice.
This is the Belmont Hold. The final repository of a family who spent generations learning how to do one thing. Kill monsters.
It's still got to be kind of weird for him to be here, because like he was having kind of a hard time with it before, and now it's like, now Dad's dead, he's got to be even having a harder time.
What about people?
I'm fair sure you know how to kill people.
Maybe more than we can take on our own.
Well, we can look at tactics.
And the lightning lamps? Could you make lightning kill a lot of people at once?
You just worry about a lot of things. You're being incredibly kind, and we are very grateful.
I'm sharing all of this with you, so that you'll remember it and pass it on. Not just the war making. Everything. I think Trevor Belmont would like the idea of equipping a new generation of monster hunters.
He would. I was going to say he was doing it for his mom, but he's doing it for Trevor. What? Now I'm even angry. Oh, God. They better come back and visit him soon. Let me just... Come, please? Like, let them come back and visit him. Hey.
No running. I've told you 1,000 times I won't have children running like wild dogs through my town.
Loser.
And I've told you, in particular, more than 20 times, haven't I?
Let the kid run.
And you're here first thing in the morning because you like the freshest apples, aren't you? Would you like to know a secret? If you go into the woods through the back field and follow the path until the fork, you go down the way with a big tree that you all say looks like an angry face, and you go over the creek, past the point the way your parents say you shouldn't go, right? I happen to know there's an apple tree in the clearing after that.
So he's trying to get the kid out of the village for a while because he's a runner. Doesn't like running. But he's like now telling the kid to disobey his parents. That's a really long way away.
If you promise not to tell a soul where you're going, go and get yourself 3 apples.
Ooh, that looks horrible. Skin book. Some kind of horrible demonic tome.
Not an obvious thing to find in a church.
Got some Elder Scrolls or Dark Souls looking guys here, huh?
A question, Prior.
We are quite busy this morning, I'm afraid.
It's an unusual book to find in a church.
Old priors are known to find themselves storing old and unusual books.
Indeed so, but someone recently read this book, Salah, after which they tore a section out.
How do you know how recent that was, Saint Germain? I don't know. I'm trying to think if like it would be if the torn bits would get more worn the longer that the book is broken for, or if just like the older the book is, you know, like it would just be worn anyway. I don't know. So I'm not sure how he could tell.
Because the tears haven't yellowed, Salah.
Oh.
And I wonder who selected this book from your collection.
I fail to see why this should interest me.
Because the missing section involves methods and processes for returning people from hell.
Perhaps someone simply pulled...
All right, Returning People from Hell, written by an insane forge master. All right. Speaking of, hi. Sucks to be the one night creature who, like, gets ridden. It's like, I'm a horse guy now, I guess.
Good morning, Sir Forge Master.
You know
right.
me.
I smell you
You're alone here.
All right.
entirely. Once upon a time, you may have found it quite overfull. 10 people to a house, screaming kids everywhere. It was teeming. There's a town 30 miles up the road. Well, more of a prison, really.
Perhaps you'd give a traveler and fellow practitioner a friendly warning.
You can smell me too.
Ooh.
The town is run by a magician. He swept up the surrounding villages, cooked their souls down to ash,
Yikes.
turned them into ants.
You let this magician take your neighbors, unless, of course, you're not quite what you pass yourself off as.
Ooh.
I am.
Hi. That's cool.
Not as strong as I was. This life takes a toll.
It does.
I was able to frighten them away from me. The magic is thin now.
Poor lady.
I couldn't do a thing for anyone else. I had to just watch.
Oh.
He has what he needs, the mad bastard.
Let's go kill this magician.
One day, the Styrians will punch through the cities that enclose them and swarm across the country.
I'm going to Styria. I have people to kill there.
Mostly Hector, but
I was betrayed. I could not do a thing.
The magician I spoke of has a transmission mirror, Isaac. One that is unusually tall and wide and can transmit many people at once. I probably should have mentioned that I am quite mad.
I like her.
Kill them all, pretty Forge Master. They'll thank you for it.
Probably. She's a lot of fun. I don't know why, like, Isaac bothers me more than like Hector or her, who's like, kill all the humans. I don't know why. I think it might be partly because it just feels so short-sighted. Like, she's old and tired. He has a potential of a life, you know? And it's like, well, it just does. It feels short-sighted. And it's like, but also it's like, it's kind of creepy how he doesn't care if he dies too. Like, I don't know. I like that he is unhypocritical about the whole thing. I appreciate that about him. I like that he's like, yeah, no, we were going to kill all the humans. Yeah, I know, I'm a human. Yeah, I would die too. expected. That's fine. Like, yeah, I signed up for that. I knew exactly what I was doing. I appreciate that about him. He is definitely more of a realist than like Hector. Isaac would never be fooled by Lenore. I don't know. I'm just like, and she's like, yeah, go kill them all. I don't care. I was like, I don't know. I feel like maybe if Isaac was a little bit older and he'd had more betrayals than just like a couple of them. It's like he isn't given it, like humanity, because he's met like a couple of guys who don't suck. He's met that shopkeeper who was great. He's met that ship captain who was amazing. Like he's met some cool people. He's still like, no, I'm gonna kill everybody. Gonna kill them all. I don't know. He just bothers me a little bit more than the others for some reason. Although it might be because I like Hector now. I like wasn't really sure about Hector at first. And then I'm kind of like, well, I kind of feel bad for him now. And I kind of want him to just have his little pets. You know, I want him to just have his little pets. And I think if all was considered, like he would just make his little pets and like live on his own as a little hermit. And I think that I want him to have that life. And Isaac is like, I'm gonna kill him. And it's like, but he was tricked, Isaac. Give him a chance to explain. He was fooled. Like, he doesn't have to die for that. I think that might be it. Yes, you're very sneaky and subtle. So are you two. Very sneaky, very subtle.
Suppose we question them.
We only need one of them for that. Let me take care of it.
Damn. Wouldn't it have better just to wait for one of them to be alone? All right, at least he's having fun. All right, so he's trying to knock one out, right? I still think it would have been easier just to like get one alone. Like, you know who they are now, so just wait until one of them's alone and then just be like, hey, come talk to me. Damn. Nice. Huh. What are those kids doing? Did he just like Did he just like break all of that man's bones? He just like broke all of his bones. You okay, Judgy? Judge? Judge? What the fuck is wrong with you?
We caught him carving a symbol into the side of a home.
The one seen in a few places around the village. The symbol has a set of meanings that taken together mean death and transformation. They're planning something magical in nature.
So my guess is that everywhere that's got a symbol, like the idea would be to transform them into something death-defying or like deathly, something like that is my thought. Or like they're marking out, like, you know, the lamb's blood on the door of the Hebrew houses in the Angel of Death story, where the angel of the Lord came and smote all of the firstborns in Egypt that didn't have the lamb's blood, except for it's like the opposite. So in this case, the symbol would invite the death there. That's my assumption. That is my guess.
And you think this is a plan? Sala and his people are intending to take some kind of action against the town.
I'm certain of it. And Saint Germain is inside the priory. He shared our suspicions last night.
You're gonna get caught again. You're gonna get caught and they're gonna like sacrifice you or something. Like, you aren't my guy. I know that he's looking for something, but it's like, why does he think that this is going to work out any better this time than it did last time? Found the portal. Or the night creature. The night creature had those weird little gems on it that kind of did stuff like that. Yuck. Saint Germain is in trouble. Mushroom night creature. They crucified him. Yikes. He was cool looking. Hi. Okay. Aha. Okay. I wasn't sure exactly what they were doing. I still don't know exactly what they're doing with him. So I guess maybe they did try to kill him at first and now he's like sort of infected them in some kind of way. Mayhaps. All right, there's only 3 episodes left of this season. So next time is called What the Night Brings. So we're gonna have some, I think this guy is gonna get free and he's going to start terrorizing the rest of the town. That's gonna be fun. The Harvest. I feel like Isaac's gonna be involved in the Harvest episode. Like these are, I'm not looking, again, look, I'm not looking at the things. So we've got What the Night Brings. I think that one is going to involve this town mostly. And like the showdown is going to start happening with this night creature and the bishops and all of that. And the portal is going to come in and all sorts of fun stuff like that. I think Harvest is going to have something to do with Isaac and this magician guy that Miranda mentioned. They are going to, you know, start with that and then abandon all hope. I get, you know, it's hard to tell what's going to happen with the title like that. Like they're going to hell, maybe they go through the portal into hell. That could be something. That could be something indeed. These are just literally like, I have no clue and I'm not going to look at the little like excerpt blurbs. So this is me just fully guessing based on title alone. Okay, great. That was fun. So we've only got 3 episodes left of season 3. And then there's season 4, and then I think Nocturna. Right? Yeah, there's season 4, and then I think there's like a second, like then I think Nocturna. Like there's another series of Castlevania. So after I finish this, I guess I'll find out if y'all want me to keep going with the series in general. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.